Welcome to my channel. In this video, we will be discussing about complex dynamics of family care in Indian households. The traditional Indian family structure often places significant importance on family bonds, with multiple generations living under the same roof. A prevalent scenario in many households involves parents living with their married son and daughter-in-law. While this arrangement is typically seen as a means of ensuring that elderly parents are looked after, it often comes with challenges. One of the key issues that arise in these situations is the tension surrounding the care and well-being of the parents, particularly from the perspective of the daughter-in-law. This video aims to explore the complexities of this dynamic and provide insights into potential solutions to ensure harmony within the family. In many Indian families, the responsibility of caring for aging parents typically falls on the son, especially when they live with him and his wife. However, despite the presence of both parents in the household, it is often observed that there is no guarantee that the son, along with his wife, will adequately care for his parents. On the other hand, married daughters, even if they live away from their parents, tend to be deeply concerned about their own parents' well-being. This is a curious observation in the context of Indian culture, where family values and respect for elders are highly regarded. The surprising aspect of this situation is that the same woman who is often worried about her own parents, providing support whenever required, does not seem to offer the same care or attention to her in-laws who live under the same roof. This stark contrast in behavior, where a woman's concern for her own parents is evident, but there is a lack of empathy for her husband's parents, points to a deeper, more ingrained issue in family dynamics. While the son is often criticized for not taking care of his parents, the root of the problem often lies in the dynamics between the daughter-in-law and her in-laws. A significant number of cases reveal that the wife's reluctance or even aversion to her in-laws plays a substantial role in the neglect or poor treatment of elderly parents. In many instances, the husband finds himself caught between the conflicting expectations of his wife and his parents, leaving him in a difficult position. In such situations, the son is forced to choose sides. If he sides with his wife, his parents may feel neglected and abandoned. On the other hand, if he chooses his parents, it often leads to conflict with his wife, creating a strain on the marriage. This tension can sometimes escalate to such an extent that it leads to marital discord or, in extreme cases, divorce. The emotional toll on sons caught in this dilemma cannot be understated. Sons are often torn between their loyalty to their parents, who have provided for them throughout their lives, and the love and commitment they feel towards their wife. In many instances, the pressure from the wife, who may not want her parents-in-law around, can be overwhelming. As a result, the son may make the difficult decision to separate from his parents and live elsewhere to avoid constant conflict. This separation is sometimes seen as the only way to preserve the peace in the household, but it comes at the cost of emotional turmoil and fractured family ties. To resolve these issues, it is essential for both the son and the daughter-in-law to cultivate empathy and understanding. The son must realize the importance of balancing his relationships with both his wife and his parents. While it is natural to feel a deep sense of duty towards one's parents, it is equally important to recognize the needs and feelings of one's spouse. Similarly, the daughter-in-law must acknowledge her role in fostering harmony in the household. She must understand that her in-laws are also human beings with emotional and physical needs, and that taking care of them is not just the responsibility of her husband. Rather than seeing her in-laws as a burden, she should try to view them as part of the family who deserve love, respect, and care. Clear and open communication is the cornerstone of resolving these tensions. The son should have honest discussions with his wife about the importance of caring for his parents and the emotional distress he feels being caught in the middle. Similarly, the daughter-in-law should be encouraged to express her concerns and fears regarding living with her in-laws. This communication must be constructive and empathetic, with both parties listening to each other's perspectives without judgment. It is also important to recognize that both parents and in-laws need not live under the same roof for the sake of care. In many cases, alternate living arrangements, such as hiring a caregiver or arranging for professional help can alleviate the burden on the daughter-in-law and ensure that the parents receive the care they deserve. The remedy to this issue lies in collaboration, respect, and understanding among all parties involved. Both the husband and wife must be willing to work together to create a harmonious living environment that respects the needs of both sets of parents. This may require making compromises and finding solutions that benefit everyone. For instance, setting boundaries and discussing roles within the family can help establish a sense of fairness and responsibility. The wife should be encouraged to understand the importance of supporting her husband's relationship with his parents, while the son should be mindful of his wife's feelings and challenges. Furthermore, seeking the help of a family counselor or therapist can be beneficial for couples who are struggling with this issue. Professional guidance can help both partners navigate the complexities of familial obligations and find ways to communicate and compromise effectively. The issue of familial care in Indian households, particularly regarding the treatment of aging parents and in-laws, is complex and often fraught with emotional conflict. The dynamics of these relationships require empathy, communication, and mutual respect to ensure that all family members feel valued and cared for. By fostering understanding and collaboration, families can create a harmonious environment that honors the needs of both parents and in-laws, while maintaining the health of the marital relationship. Ultimately, the remedy lies in the willingness of both parties to balance their obligations and create an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share it. Subscribe to my channel for more content on relationships and family, social issues and empowerment, mental health and personal growth, and a variety of other topics.